Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG that we know and love as Fifi La Pew Pew. You might know it's a leFH, a leaf blower, or a leHEPA. This one is located on the north spawn of Mines, and it's under the command of Zenik Skura of the ZWCW clan. Not sure what that means. Game on! Well, it's a 105mm light field howitzer mounted on top of a hull that originally came from a Shure MV7X. In the game, it's a French Arty, but in actuality, it was a German Arty, yes. It was a German gun. That's the most produced German howitzer in the game, yes, or in the war. A gun designed in, well, a howitzer designed in 1918. Okay, the player, Zenik, is actually a very experienced Arty player, and you're about to find out exactly how experienced he is. When he's selecting some of his targets, he started in a tier 5 game with only tier 5 tanks, and he's found the most OP tank on the battlefield at the moment. It's a Panzer IV. It's basically a Panther hull with a Panzer IV turret. Rounds out. Well, his shells seem to be going just slightly to the right at the moment, but the Panzer IV has actually moved, and he's now coming up onto the middle island, which makes it easier to hit him actually, because whilst he's behind that rock, it's just so much more difficult. Rounds out. Just misses him. Notice how he holds the aim on a specific spot, waiting for the enemy tank to drive through that spot. The enemy tank moved away, rounds out. Okay, trying to get accurate hits. The best way to do that is to pick a spot to dial in on. Rounds out. Again, the Panzer IV manages to move out the way in time. Rounds out. Again, he misses. He's not having a lot of luck so far, but don't take that as being a bad game. This is actually a good game, a very good game. Now you get 50 shells to play with, 410 alpha, 53mm pen, 1.91 meters on the burst radius. The standard reload, 8.92 seconds, but you can see Zenit's got a reload of 7.22. Okay, that enemy has moved behind the rock. He knows how to be Arty safe, which is to get into cover, get in defilade, so the enemy cannot see you. Defilade means you're hidden from view, you're in cover. Okay, M4A1 going for the corner, trying to shoot at our teammates. Now, he's managed to get at that T14 from there, but of course, he's also only got a limited amount of gun depression. He's pulled back, rounds out. And that was the big mistake he made. He's the first kill in the game for Zenik. Okay, we've got Chi Nu now. Now, he's actually up near the, the center of the hill, not in the castle grounds, but he takes a penetrating shot, and he goes down immediately. I think that may have been a fire. He may have had a fire there. Arsonist set light to the guy, and then he blew up. The Panzer IV has suddenly appeared, and now he's down. That's 3 kills. Okay, we're going back to the hill again. There's an AEC in the castle grounds. He's hiding behind that rock, and he's being Arty safe. He knows how to do it. That's how you do it. If you're a tank driver and you keep complaining, you keep getting hit by Arty, the way to avoid being hit by Arty is to play Arty safe. Well, the Stug wasn't Arty safe because he drove in full view across the field there. Now he's trying to track the target there because the target's moving fast, but now he's stationary, and now he's out the game. Okay, the AEC's come down from the hill, so's the Wolverine. And that's the Wolverine's last game because that hit his engine bay and he's gone. We did lose one of our teammates, the T14, but the AEC, narrowly missed that one. We're now up to 5 kills. The next one will be a Top Gun. Be nice if we could get it. He's trying to track the target, work out where he's headed. That's it. Oh, he changed his mind. He's going for the VK instead. Just in front of the guy. The AEC is a one-shot. The VK is not. He's got a lot more armor. Now he can take the AC out at close range. Getting closer. That was within 2 meters, so he did take damage, but we need it a lot closer than that. That's close enough, and he gets the kill on the AC. Now the VK is trying to stay behind the shadow of that building, but he's left a little gap there, and we'll use it. Oh, went over the top of him. This is almost a lesson in how to actually dial your aim in on targets, especially if you use Battle Assistant. Okay, enemy Arty's firing at him. Okay, so he's got the VK. That is his 7th kill, because the AEC was his 6th, so he's got a top gun. Now, where are the enemy? There are 7 enemies out there at the moment. Fires over the top of the bushes. Now he's right up against the edge of the map. That's why he's moving slowly. And there is an AEC, or an AEC, an AMX ELC nearby. Or at least he was spotted nearby. So he has to be aware that that guy might be there. The T-34 is hiding behind the rock. This is on the island, the middle island. Waiting for him to come out. In the meantime, our guys are keeping that AMX ELC suppressed. I think our Semavente is doing that job for us. Okay, we're looking at the bush. Is he there? No. There's a Panzer III Ausführung K supposedly behind that rock. He's only got 15 rounds of HE left. He does have other shells as options on this vehicle. The heat rounds will do 350 Alpha 104 millimeters. The armor piercing will do 350 and only 64 millimeters of armor. There's the Panzer III. He's dialing in. Rounds out. That's the kill. That's his Radley Walters. T-34 just hiding around the corner at the moment. Notice how well dialed in he is. These guys here on our team are actually almost trying to draw the guy to come over. In fact, our Fumpier just took a hit. In fact, he's going in for the kill, and he does get the T-34. We've moved out from in that little corner because the enemy Arty was firing in this general direction. You can see the tracer. There's 2 enemy Artys, an AMX-13AM and the 105 leFH18B2. On our team, we've also got an AMX-13AM. They've also got a 105mm gun in them, the AMX-13, based on the AMX 13-ton chassis, the light tank. Now, he hasn't got many rounds to spare, so he doesn't want to miss out. He can't afford to blow all of his rounds. He needs to be careful. Oh, we found the tracer. So we think we know where he is. He's probably in that spot there. He's waiting for the tracer to confirm. Nope, didn't get him. 10 rounds left of HE. Waiting for the tracer to confirm where. The tracer should point at the spot where the enemy is. But if he's a good Arty player, he will move after he fires to avoid counter battery. And there's the AMX, and he's actually within the castle grounds, which means he might actually spot us. Oh, no, he won't spot us now. The Panzer Fumpier on our team managed to get rid of him. So now there's only 4 enemies left. They've got 2 Mitsu 108s and the 2 Arty. Now, as far as we know, they're not on the east side of the map, because the Semvente's gone that direction. He hasn't spotted them yet. Let's see what he can find out for us. Once the Semvente's found the enemy, he should just fall back and let us put the rounds into them to soften them up before he goes in for the kill. Okay. Well, he hasn't found the Mitsus yet. They're a tough tank to take down. We know that the Arty were last seen in the corner. There's the AMX-13AM. One-shot kill. Very accurate. Notice how fully dialed in he was. But he does play this Arty a lot, so his crew will dial in very quickly. And in fact, actually now the team are saying, GG leFH. Affirmative. Yes, he says in return. They're communicating. They can see what's going on. He's got 9 kills. One more, and he picks up a Pools medal. It is possible to get Pools medals. It's possible to get a lot more. We've seen players win collar ban-offs by taking on the enemy one by one and defeating them, killing them. A really good Arty player can get a collar ban-off. It's only a matter of time before you do get one. And they can not only get a collar ban-off, they can get a Pools medal like this guy appears to be. He fires the round in. Can he get the hit? Just misses him. That guy is hiding in the corner. Oh, the Mitsu's been found. He was right in the corner there. Now he's aiming for the engine deck. If he can get it, he can penetrate it. It's a long shot. He fires the round in. He's now down to 6 rounds of HE left. He can get a... If he can get a hit, he can wipe these guys out. He got a direct hit. And another shot comes in from our other Arty. The Mitsu's decided to pop out. In fact, I'm afraid he took out the Semavente. But let's see what he does now. Does he go back to the same spot again? Tank drivers tend to be creatures of habit. They will sometimes go back to the same spot time and time again. Okay, there he is again. Comes into view. Rounds out on that spot. Oh, he looked away. Didn't want him to look away. You can see a shell landing in the background. He's got 2 rounds of HE left. Still 3 enemy left out there. He's 1 short of getting a Pools medal. His teammates are all around the enemy cap at the moment. And the difficulty is, if they try to get into the cap, the Mitsu will do the same to them as he did to the Semavente. He'll pop out, take a couple of shots, get a reset, and then potentially kill them. Okay, so we're changing ammunition. Now we've got the heat rounds. 6 heat rounds. Now, these have to hit a target in order for them to be effective. So you need to hit the Mitsu. Now, is that enemy tank a creature of habit? Has he gone back to the same spot again? He's more than likely to. You'd be surprised at how many times Arty players can work out what the enemy tank's going to do because they are creatures of habit. I suspect that Thiefy is still sitting in the corner of that house and won't come out. He's probably waiting for the first enemy tank to come around the corner so he can actually shoot them. Now, the flight time for the shells to that spot is 3.6 seconds, according to our reticule. Top left corner, you can see it says 3.6. Now it says 3.5, 3.4, 3.3. He was thinking about making a shot, but he hasn't got a lot of ammo left, so he needs to be careful. The OI is now short on health. He is taking fire. If he stays where he is going to get wiped out. Zenik holds his fire. He doesn't blast away on the off hope that he might get it. He wants it to be tremendously accurate, but this shell's got a long way to fly to hit that VP. It's from one end of the map to the other. And now we're into the last minute. There's the Mitsu. He's coming to sight. Rounds out, going through the motions, and yes, he got a penetrating shot. The Fifi's gone down. So there's 2 enemies left. He's got, and the other one's been found. So he did go back to the same spot. Both of them are creatures of habit. And he takes out one of them to get the Pools medal. Can he get the last one? There he is. He's in the same spot again. And he's got that one too. And that's the end of the game. That's a victory. Here's the end of battle stats. And that was an ace tanker game for ZWCW in the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 14. He did get an arsonist because he set light to one of the enemy tanks and it burned up. He actually got a penetrating shot on that one, but it set light to the engine bay and that's how it died. He also got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. A Pools medal for getting at least 10 kills. In fact, he ended up with 11 because he killed both enemy heavy tanks right at the end using the heat rounds, which would drill straight through the top head plates on their engine bays. And in fact, he got both of them. In fact, one of them actually stayed in the same spot that we all saw. And as creatures of habit, he just wiped them out. And he got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. What a magnificent performance by Zenik. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in the game turned out to be 3,330 hit points of damage to Zenik. Second highest damage was the M4 Sherman on the enemy team, 1,952. And the third highest damage was the AEC on the enemy team, 1,294. When it came to kills, Zenik got that one too, 11 kills to him. 3 kills went to the Panzerkampfwagen 4 on his own team, and on the enemy team, the Mitsu 108, or at least one of them got 3 kills. And when it came to base XP, he's got that one too. 1,453 went to Zenik, 1,282 went to the Panzerkampfwagen 4. It was the only other player who managed to get over 1,000 base. They were the only 2. And the third highest on base XP was the T-34 Shielded with only 638. So these guys completely outperformed. And that's why we say that the Funfear is one of the most OP tanks in the game, whilst the Fifi is the most OP Arty in the game. Let's have a look at detail. Oh, by the way, he did get the top in all 3 columns. He fired 45 rounds, so he had 5 rounds spare at the end of the game. He had 16 direct hits and 9 penetrating shots, 15 splash. Now, I think we can see which ones he actually did penetrate. He got the Mitsu twice with one of the Mitsus twice. He actually penetrated the AMX-13-105 as well with a penetrating shot. I think that was an HE round, actually. He got the Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausrung K, and he got the Type 3 Chinu, and the M10 Wolverine, and we can see 2 into the Mitsu 108, the other Mitsu, and 1 into the Stug 3 Ausrung B, I think that is. So a lot of damage, a lot of penetrating shots. 3,330 hit points of damage, of which 3,291 broke more than 300 meters. So some of those enemy tanks did get rather close. In fact, I think the closest one was the AEC. He damaged 12 of the enemy, killed 11 of them. So there was only 3 enemy tanks he didn't touch in the game. He made a profit of 26,641 credits on a premium, free-to-play account rather. And he also made 7,846 experience points out of that game as well. What a fantastic game. 11 kills, and this was his second account. He's got more than 1. So very well done to ZWCW. It's been a while since we've seen a Pools medal on a Fifi, but it's always welcome when we do see one because it shows that this tank in the hands of a really good player who holds his aim, lets it dial in, can get really accurate shots and dominate the battle. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave some comments down below, and thank you for watching.